Hey Saber fans, Tony here from 89Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Also a website, 89Sabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have a K4v3. This is 89Sabers version of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber from A New Hope as first built. So it's all clean, no weathering. Now this customer wanted to send this to me empty. He's a returning customer. He sent me several updates in the past. And so, yeah, I got this empty from Corbanthe. Very, very solid install. SaberBay Chassis, 28mm speaker. To access the chassis, you've got to pull down the clamp card. It'll reveal an M3 screw. You need a 1.5 Allen key to unlock it. Bam. And it slides right out. So you've got a stock V3 connector inside the grenade section here, where that would go in the grenade section. You've got a removable battery, positive and negative. I had to adapt the button system, so the K4v3 is different than the K4v2 in the sense that the K4v2 came with a button holder and switches, and so this one did not, so I designed my own, and it snap fit into the SaberBay chassis, which I'm very pleased with. It turned out very, very well. Proffieboard V2.2 board, running ProffieOS 6.7. You've got a kill switch, and then of course a high bass 20mm speaker, which I already mentioned. And so yeah, the customer here, different than his previous updates. His updates were a lot of fun and had a lot of fonts on there. This one he wanted to keep Obi-Wan specific. So this goes from Episode 3 until Obi-Wan's demise on the Death Star. So without further ado, kind of a shorter video, but very, very cool nonetheless. Of course, without further ado, let's show you off the fonts. Alright, so first up we have The Negotiator by K-Sith. This is an Episode 3 Obi-Wan inspired font. So solid blue. Now you're going to hear a bit of clanging. The D-ring's a bit loose, so you'll hear that kind of clanging while I swing the saber. So you have an aux button, power up top, aux on bottom, as always. And then, of course, just tap for blasters for the aux button. For force effects or quotes, you can just hold the power button for 2 seconds and let go.
So uncivilized. Your move.
For lightning block or just lockup in general, you can just hold and clash. Either or button works for holding. It's responsive to the angle of the blade. For lightning block, you want to hold power, tap aux, and do lightning block. For multi-blast, you want to hold the aux button for 2 seconds. Let go. You get that multi-blast begin sound. You can just swing your saber. To have it, tap once more. Your guns will overheat. For color changing, it's the opposite of lightning block, so hold aux, tap power. You'll get a notification. You can just rotate your saber, get into the color wheel. If you want to lock in a color or fine-tune a color, you want to hold power and then let go to lock it in. If you want to go back to the previous color, you just hit aux. Don't go back to whatever the coded color is. And so yeah. Gesture features twist on and twist off. It also has stab on and thrust on. Now for tracks, you want to hold down the power button for 2 seconds while the saber is off. You hold the blade up, and it'll play the track that's coded to it. So generally do this versus Obi-Wan. If you want to play the track player, which is on some fonts, it'll have tracks within the font folder. You can hold the blade sideways and then do the same thing. It'll give you that notification. And go through, for this one, go through Obi-Wan's story. So, Battle of the Coruscant, Anakin's betrayal, Order 66, Anakin versus Obi-Wan, and Battle of the Heroes. To select, you can just click on power, and you're good to go. So yeah, next up.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
Same thing here. This is actually Kyberphonic's Heroes Pack Obi-Wan. Different quotes and stuff on here.
Don't try it.
Which is our battle specific, I should say.
You were the chosen one. It was said that you were the Sith. Join them.
My bad.
Bring balance to the Force. Not leave it in darkness. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
Very, very sad. Next up.
It's just Ben these days.
This is the rematch bundle by Kyberphonic. This is the Ben or Obi-Wan Kenobi sound font. For force effects. Very long, I should say. Jeez. reminiscing of what was. Which is very, very cool. This has a track player on it as well. So you just go into it. And you can choose any Kenobi track you want. I like this one a lot. So yeah. Next up.
Ben Kenobi?
This is Kyberphonics OB4. This is the Cantina version. So an unstable build-up, which is quite nice, and then a white swing, which is, for me, more accurate to what the original trilogy sabers kind of looked like with the rotoscope blade.
Let's just say we'd like to avoid any inferior entanglements. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Let's just say we'd like to avoid any inferior entanglements.
This has the Force theme as the track. So yeah. Next up.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is the same font, but this is the Death Star version. So this is when Obi-Wan confronts Vader for the last time, and yeah. So it sounds a bit different. The hum's a bit deeper. The smooth swing's pretty much the same. Blasters are Imperial.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. The Force will be with you. Always.
Yeah, very cool. This has Death Star ambience on there. Just because he's walking around, sneaking around. This is what he'd probably hear. And so yeah. And then last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red depending on the battery voltage, and of course the party blade. So that includes the install for the K4v3 from 89Sabers /Korribanth. Of course, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the customer enjoys it. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.